Alright guys, I've been asked to do a quick video on how to make a basic bedroll for the American Army in the Second World War. So this is what we're going to have a go at today. The lighting in here isn't the best, but that's the only place I've got room to do it. So on the ground here we've got our shelter half. All you need to do is lay it out, and you see that one end has already been folded over. So you need to get both the ends like that. It's easy to do. You just fold it at this seam here. You want to get it quite neat, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Just try and flatten it out. This is a post-war pup tent, but that doesn't make any difference. Right, now that we've got that folded up, you want to take your blanket, or two blankets, depending on how many you want. Get them folded in half. Now you just want to lay them onto the tent. It should be about the same length as the square you've made, and you want to try and get it in centre so you've got this gap on both sides of it. If you make any mess like this, just re-neaten that up and get it so it's like that. So that's the first one down. And if you're going to use two blankets, put them both down. If you've got a sleeping bag, you can pop that in there as well. So I'll just go ahead and put the other blanket on, and then we'll get back to the next stage. Right, now we have our blankets down, and I've also popped down a few basic items. So we've got our tent pegs here, our guy rope, and 3 sets of rations, just so that you can see how you put things in. You can put as much or as little in it as you want, but basically once you've laid out your items like this, you want to have them enough to pull this over and cover them, and you want them roughly in the centre. And then you get the sides, fold that over, same as the other side, fold that over, and I've managed to put the tripod right where I need to move. So there you've got the sides, which will keep everything, should in theory keep it from falling at the top or the bottom. Then you get the top here, you bring that over like this, and that's the start of your roll. Give it a tuck under if you want, and in theory nothing should be able to fall out of either side of that, and that will all be secure in. Now I better just move the tripod so I can show you the rest. Right, now you've got your items inside it, and that's all ready to be rolled up. You basically just take it how you go. Make sure you don't uncover this bit, you want this to stay nice and tight. You just roll it over, and just bring it back to you, roll it over again. Try and keep it a bit flat if you want. Some people get really over worried about how neat this is. That doesn't matter. They wouldn't have been messing around to make it look perfect. And then what you've got here is one basic bedroll. You can see the stuff's not going to come out of it because that's folded at every side. Hopefully you can get that in the camera. Give a better shot here. Now obviously this would normally be put in a haversack, which would then strap it all down. If you don't want to have it in a haversack, you need to tie this down with something. You could use another guide rope, you could use a enlisted man's belt, any strap you can get hold of. Just wrap it around, one at each end, so it doesn't fall apart. Or you can even, depending on what you've got inside it, fold it over again, strap it down like that. But this is just a basic how you do it, and that's how it would look. You can play with how big the folds are for yourself, see how you want to get it set up. Some people don't like it being too long or too short. A lot of people get overly worried about how symmetrical and everything it looks in the haversack, which just does not matter. But obviously the more you put in it, the bigger it gets. If you start adding sleeping blankets and things like that inside it, this is going to get huge really fast. But you can pop some clothes, some socks and bits and pieces in there. And that's it basically, guys. So hopefully that came out alright. Hopefully you can see it alright. Just give a... There it is. Alright, well, try my hand at a little bit of editing with this one and see how it comes up and see if we're getting there. Thanks a lot guys, I'll see you soon.